Today on the musicmac.com we're going to be reviewing some ear training software called EarMaster. This is specifically EarMaster School. Here we've got three different training modes: the standard tutor and the jazz tutor, which are presets for you. The standard is a little easier, jazz is more challenging. Customized exercise lets you set up an exercise any way you want it. Basically, you have a bunch of different exercise areas, as you can see on the right hand side, and we're going to look at each one of those in turn. And then you've got at the top bar, before we move into those exercise areas, you've got each of the exercise areas there with a button, and then next to that you've got your statistics, which is a nice feature. Look at what you've done in the past. You've got user overview, which tells you about the user, yourself, the tutor editor, and so forth. And we can take a peek at that here in a little bit, but first let's look at the interval comparison exercise. Okay, let's select our level. 34 is quite high and difficult, so let's start with number 1. You can see the range of difficulty here. And it's going to play a question for us and say which interval is greater. We'll select A. And it's right. Let's try another category. Let's try the next one, the interval classification. We'll select number 1 there. Okay, what have we got? Okay, it's giving us some help, some nice helps along the way. Okay, one more time. You see how I have more than one selected? I right-clicked to get that other one away there. There we go, and now it's correct. Let's try the next category. It's called interval singing. Now this one is supposed to be able to allow you to sing the interval. And I'm not actually going to review that feature here, although I will show you how to set up your microphone. So you can just select the answer, you don't have to sing it in. Or if you'd like, you can sing it. Now you can set up your microphone, that's what I would recommend doing here, and there's a little wizard to help you do that. La. La, la, la. Nice transposing features if you're going to be playing an instrument. The next category we have is chord. Okay, we got some chords here. Identification of chords. Let's set it at number 1. What chord is played? Let's spell that chord that we just heard. Notice there's multiple ways to answer the question. Let's try the next one. Chord inversions. This is a good one. Which inversion is it? Root, first inversion, second inversion? How about chord progressions? How often do we get to practice these in ear training? Here we go. What chords do we, what kind of chord progression do we hear? This is a simple one. And we got that one correct. But this one will do some quite complicated, and this is just level 7 here, but it'll give you some nice chord progressions, including some really nice jazz chord progressions. All right, how about this one? Scales. Scale identification. How about taking us down to, well, level 4 has quite a few things. Some modes. There's a mode right there, the Dorian. How about this one? Rhythm reading. Start at level 2. Press begin. Oh, see, you have to get it just right, so it's very sensitive, which can be good or bad. This is another one here. This one you have to imitate the one that you hear. And a little bit of a, you have to turn your microphone off so it won't pick up the computer sound. All right, let's try the next one. Dictation of rhythm. Level 1's fine. And then you plug in the rhythm that you just heard. Notice it doesn't really matter where on the staff you click, it just puts it as the next note. So that can make it a little quicker. When you're done, show it. Oh, looky there. How about the next one? Identifying the mistakes. Okay, let's see. We're supposed to be 16th notes there, I believe. And 16th notes there. And we're correct. And the last category, melodic dictation. You have to write out the melody that you hear. Of course, it starts very simple. Just gives you one note. Notice it also gives you a starting place. Helps you establish tonality by playing some opening notes. You can also see that the student can kind of guess around a little bit to find the answer and before they select go. Now here are some of the statistics that the EarMaster will let you look at. Lots of different options, from how long it took you to do the exercise, how many correct, how many did they do. And in the school version, you can set up multiple students who have logins that can come in, and then you as the teacher can come in and take a look at all of the results. So you can simply assign the student to do a certain assignment, and then you can come back, look at their results, grade them appropriately, have them redo the exercise if necessary, and so forth. Here, just the drop-down menus. You can see some of the options. You can't see the drop-down menus up at the top of the screen. It's been cut off, but you've got file and tools and so forth. Just you can look for yourself here some of the things that you can do with the software. Some of the extra options. You can change lots of different things here. There's MIDI in, of course, your microphone. So EarMaster is quite versatile and powerful, though I would like to see some louder volume settings. Like, I love Sibelius, but in the earlier days of Sibelius, I had trouble letting it get as loud as I wanted it to be. It just tended to be on the quiet side. Another thing that I'd like to see are some better help wizards and help videos to kind of break down that learning curve, because in the beginning it takes a little while to get used to EarMaster, and it's not quite so user-friendly to the beginner. This is themusicedmac.com, and please visit our website for some more reviews and ideas for your music classroom.